So today I came to Dr. Barnes because I've been having shoulder rotator issues that go down into my arm. Was unable to put my hand behind my back. My left one goes all the way up here, and this one just kept getting stuck, and it was very, very painful right here. It's been about 5 years of working out and having constant pain in my bicep area, running right along here, as well as my shoulder just feeling tight all the time. And so I came to him today and basically wanted him to fix it. Okay. Right here.
And then how's it feel now?
Much, much looser, and I'm able to go up high on my back. I haven't been able to do that in about 5 years.
So, good then.
Good.
And there's a lot of things that contribute to somebody not being able to put their arm behind their back. It could be purely musculoskeletal, so like the muscles in the joints. I'd asked her if she was a throwing athlete, because if she plays softball or baseball from a young age, it can actually affect the mobility in that shoulder, and so it may never get back to quite as good as the other one. But she said she's mostly been struggling with this for 5 years, so I figured we could get most of that fixed. For her, we had, what I do is I did muscle response testing, which you may have seen, which just allows me to talk to her body, talk to her brain, and ask her exactly what's going on. So I ask her a lot of questions. I'm asking her about her spine, I'm asking her about her joints, I'm asking her about her muscles, about her emotions, organs. Specifically, we found a primitive reflex that was what we call retained, which means it's active and it shouldn't be. These are things that should go away when you're a baby. So that was stirred up with her, and then so we cleared a couple things with emotional corrections. I did some active release technique, which is a soft tissue therapy. I used Graston technique or Factor, which is the instrument tools. It's similar to ASTEM if you've heard of that. I adjusted her. She did have a spot in her mid-back that needed to be adjusted. And everything that was weak is now strong. So she had weakness in the right serratus anterior, mid-delt, supraspinatus, teres major, just a couple muscles that would make it difficult to get here. Those were remedied through soft tissue work, through the emotional work, and through the primitive reflex work. So once I make those corrections, they're usually permanent. As long as I found the main issue, the priority, I will just say from experience, if it's a chronic issue, the priority is typically emotional. So if we can give the mind closure about whatever the issue is, could be something she's dealing with now, could be something 5, 10 years ago. If we can give her closure about it, it's like a snap, and it goes back to the way it used to be, which is pretty cool.
Yep. Definitely weird.
Okay.
I mean, we've done groin work, lower back, glute work. I had chronic pain in my groin area that would subside if I took a rest day, but then it would fire right back up if I went back to the gym. And I went to chiropractors and physical therapists and tons of people, and it never, ever, ever got better. And so I came to Dr. Barnes and told him about that. And within the first week, it was completely gone, and it has not resurfaced since then.
How long ago was that?
That was 3 months ago.
Okay, so we only treated you once that week too, right?
One time.
One time, so
Yeah.
one time and it fixed it.
One time fixed all of that, yeah.
Nice. That's how it should be. The body's a self-healing organism. It's made to fix itself, especially if you eat well, you sleep well, you train, and you deal with stress. Like, your body is meant to heal itself. So what we try to do here at Tensegrity is to find, which means balance, by the way, find out where you're out of balance, make those corrections to put your body back in balance, whether it's in the mind, spirit, soul, joints, muscles, organs, whatever it may be. If we can put you back the way that you were intended, the body can do magical things, and it can do them very quickly. So just because you've had something for 3 weeks or 3 years or 30 years does not mean that it can't be addressed and corrected in a very short time. I see it all the time. Somebody who's had something forever and has seen, 10 professionals, 15 professionals. We just look at the body in a unique way. So we're trying to look for places where nobody else maybe has looked. And by doing the muscle response testing, it really does allow us to ask your brain what it prefers us to do to heal you, as opposed to us just using what we've learned from a textbook, because everybody is unique. Everything that has ever happened to her is uniquely hers. It would be foolish for me to think that fixing this shoulder would be exactly the same as anybody else who has this issue. Sure, there's some commonalities, but we're a mind with a body, or a spirit with a body. We're not just a shell. We're not robots, we're not cars, so the corrections are not always the same. I have to address with what's in here sometimes, but that's the secret oftentimes to getting free, not just in her shoulder, but free in her life. We literally do carry around issues in our tissues, and if I can help give those a way out, the feeling is weird. Like, as soon as we got done and she put her arm there, it just feels weird.
Super, but I haven't been able to do it in 5 years.
Yeah, because it's you're used to a certain normal. Once we go in and kind of hit Control Delete, reset the computer, and then I dial everything back into the default. So I set everything back the way it used to be. It is very bizarre. I've experienced this in my own body countless times, and it's just weird. If you're used to having pain and all of a sudden you don't, it's pretty weird.
Yes, for sure.